You can use Apple's motion program to create dynamic motion effects. In this example, check out this 3D reflection for this picture-in-picture effect. Start by creating a new drop zone by navigating to the Object menu. Activate the Layers tab by using the shortcut Command 4. Also activate the timeline by using the shortcut Command 7. In the Layers tab, give the drop zone a name. In this case, I'm going to name it as the wall. Navigate to the File Browser tab. Drag a media clip from the file browser into the drop zone within the canvas window. In this case, I'll add this sailboat clip. Right-click on the layer for the wall and duplicate it. Rename this layer to the floor. This group now contains a wall and floor object. Let's rename this group to PIP Reflection. Right-click on the group layer and change it to a 3D group. Right-click in the canvas window and choose Anchor Point. Move the anchor point for the PIP reflection group to the left edge of the visible picture area by dragging this axis arrow. Right-click in the canvas window to change it back to Transform 3D. Within the timeline, drag out the track for the PIP reflection group to 6 seconds. Change the project duration field within the canvas window to the same value. Place the playhead indicator at the 1 second mark. Press the record button. Drag the green ring until the image tilts away from you. In this case, it's 64 degrees. Turn off the record button. If you play through the timeline, you can see how the animation plays out. The next step is to create the reflection for the floor. Click on the floor layer within the PIP reflection group. Rotate the floor along this red ring to a value of exactly 90 degrees. Drag the blue axis arrow downward to create the floor. Drag the green axis arrow to pull forward the floor. Depending on how you want the reflection to look, you may want to crop the top of it by adjusting the crop controls within the Properties tab. The Properties tab is located within the Inspector window. In this case, I'm going to crop off the top by entering a value of 200. Stretch the floor to mimic the amount of reflection. Click on the Add Filter button and navigate to Distortion, Underwater. Click on the Filters tab within the Inspector window to adjust the controls for the underwater filter. If you play through the timeline, you can see the floor now plays with a wavy look. Go back to the Add Filter button and add a Gaussian blur. Let's go back to the Filters tab and adjust the amount of blur to a value of 40. Click on the Properties tab for the floor layer and lower the opacity to a value of 50. Play through the timeline again to see the effect. In the Layers tab, make sure no layers are selected. Click this plus sign to create a new group. Rename it as Background Group. Navigate to the Object menu and select New Drop Zone. Rename the drop zone to Background Layer. Reposition the group containing the drop zone so it's at the bottom layer. Important, make sure you drag the layer down and to the left. Do not drag it here. Otherwise, you'll be nesting it inside another group. Drag a clip from the file browser and drag it into the drop zone within the canvas window. In this case, I'll drag a sunset clip into the drop zone for the background group. Right-click in the canvas window and change its blend mode to normal instead of pass-through. Within the timeline, drag out the background layer group to match the PIP reflection group, which is 6 seconds in duration. That's it. Go ahead and play the timeline. The final step is to save this as a template. Make sure you have your own theme before saving your template. Let's name this template 3D PIP Reflection. Because you've saved the motion project as a template, you can now navigate to the Generators menu within Final Cut Pro to access it. You can now play the template directly within the viewer window. To make changes to this template, edit it to the timeline. Then, double-click on it to load it back into the viewer window. Click on the Controls tab within the viewer window to make changes to the content for the template. So, if I decide I want to use a different clip, all I need to do is drag it into these drop zones for the wall and the floor. That's it. You can see how saving motion templates makes it easy to maintain a consistent look for your project. For other great tips and tricks like this, or to enroll in an Apple Motion training course, visit geniusdv.com.